The disappearance of Melinda Borden. The disappearance of Melinda still remains an unsolved history. It's a cold case file. Oral history, as told by the elders, is that she was an unlisted passenger aboard the Titanic. She was traveling as a personal caregiver with a European contractor. April 1912, the Titanic hit an iceberg. I thought about jumping overboard, says Melinda, but I was too scared. Then I thought about sliding down the ropes, but oh my God, they were shooting at all black faces in sight, nor will they give us life jackets. Then the water forced me into the sea. I swam towards European lifeboat, but they pushed me away. Then a big, large wave grabbed me and it forced me. It twisted me around like I was dancing. Of course, my ancestors continued to search. They used dancing to tell the stories. They told it through folklore. They told it through history. They danced and they continued to search and search for me, but I remains lost at sea forever. But you know what? Our ancestors always.
Whole pregnancy, and it's to the point where we have split. We separated around 2 weeks.
This is Dr. Umar. So he's giving this guy some advice. The young man says that his baby's mom put a restraining order out on him, and she's had the baby. She left him 2 weeks before the baby was born. So Dr. Umar is giving him some advice. Man, anyway, you guys, here's Dr. Umar, and the young man says that I think this is his first child, I believe, but y'all gonna get messed up asking Dr. Umar for advice. Dr. Umar has no value for family.
All right, go right ahead with your question, my brother.
Yeah, I had a question. I'm a new father. Me and the
Turn your volume up a little bit. You sound a little low to me.
Sorry about that.
There you go.
I'm a new father, and me and the child's mother haven't really been seeing eye to eye during, throughout her whole pregnancy. And it's to the point where we have split, we separated around 2 weeks before the child was here. And I'm trying to be an involved father, but it's kind of hard when she's not communicating with me. I don't even know how the baby looks. She said I couldn't be at the hospital. And
you were not there for the birth of your child?
Yes.
How old is your child now?
She could be maybe a week old now.
She could be maybe a week old. So she didn't even tell you. But the baby is here, though. You're sure the baby was born?
Yes. The baby due date was November 8th. To my knowledge, the baby should be here by now.
The baby should be here by now. I went through something similar, brother. I went through the same thing with my youngest daughter, who's now 14. Her mother did not invite me to the birth, nor did she tell me when my daughter was born. And that was because I'm not going to get into, I have my reasons why, you know what I mean? Part of it was I didn't want to make her my wife, so I had to be punished, but there was a bigger reason for it as well. But it sounds like you have to go to family court, and I don't wish that on any black man. I absolutely hate family court. But if this is a sample of how you're going to be treated with your child by her mother, I think you need to just go ahead and start family court on your own. If you initiate it, it looks a whole lot better than if she initiates it.
Well, here's the thing. I'm in the state of Georgia. You got to go through this thing called legitimation, where if you're not married to the mother, you don't have any legal rights to the child. So I went and filed. I went and got an attorney to file that. But the same day I filed that with an attorney, she filed a restraining order where I couldn't even contact the hospital. I can't really do anything, get in contact with her regarding the child. So that kind of slowed up the legitimation and custody process. And I'm trying to be involved as much as I can. I mean, throughout her pregnancy, I was at almost every doctor's appointment she would allow me to go. But I'm just at the point where it's like, I'm kind of like, it's getting, I'm to the point where it's like, I don't know what else to do, you know?
You got to stay with it, bro. You can't give up on your baby. My oldest daughter, I went to every doctor's appointment and everything, and I still got excluded, but only after the first 6 years of life. The first 6 years of my oldest daughter's life, I had her more than her mother had her. But then when her mother intensified her keep away campaign, and when the courts wouldn't step up and do anything about it, you know, I was left incapacitated. I wasn't able to do anything. You know what I mean? But you got to fight, though. It's too early, though. You know what I mean? So you got to fight. As far as the restraining order, they have to prove that. You know what I mean? She has to prove grounds for why you need to be restrained away from her. I have a restraining order hearing coming up right now by a stalker that I know of, a girl who, you know, is stalking me. I no longer want a relationship with her. And so she got a restraining order to try to further, you know, slander me and dox me and assassinate my character online. So she filed a fraudulent restraining order with all kind of lies in it. You know what I mean? That she's going to have to prove in court. None of it is true because she's the stalker. You know what I mean? So, you know, don't worry about that, bro. She has to defend that. She has to defend that. But don't give up on your baby, man. You got to keep going. That child did not ask to be here, and she needs you in her life. You keep on going. If you got to take a break and get your mind together, you take a break, but you get back out there for your baby because you made her, and she didn't ask to be here.
Yeah. The only reason I was really considering like stopping is because I feel like the child's mother, you know, we haven't seen eye to eye throughout our relationship, but it's
y'all don't have to though. Y'all don't have to.
Yeah.
You get your partial custody from court, and you spend your time with your daughter on your time. You don't have. Y'all don't have. I would like for y'all to work together. That's best for the child. But if she's not going to work with you, she's not going to work with you. But hopefully, she will respect the court. See, in my case, neither of my children's mothers respected the court, and the court never punished them for not following through. You see that? So you have to, you know what I mean? At least you have to fight and see if she will respect the court order. You cannot quit because you haven't even done that yet. You got to get you a custody order, and you got to fight.
I'm only 22, and this is just like I had to get 2 different attorneys for the custody and one for to get the restraining order dismissed, and it's to the point where it's like I'm having to use all my finances for this. And, you know, there's a chance where the court may not even go on my, you know, this may not even go on my favor.
Right. But we still got to fight. It sounds like you cannot quit, sir. You cannot quit. It's not easy, brother. I cried some days. You had me fighting for my oldest daughter. I cried some days. You know what I mean? When the courts wouldn't even, you know, do anything about her mother not letting me see her, bro. It's painful. It's going to hurt you. But you have to do it because you got to be able to look your baby in the eye and let her know I fought for you until I couldn't because the courts wouldn't back me up. You see, I fought with lawyers, I fought without lawyers, but you don't have any time in yet, brother, is what I'm trying to say. You have not fought yet. You have to fight. If that means you got to get another job, you get another job, and just let this be a lesson to you that the next time you get with a woman, practice safe sex so you don't end up in a situation like this. I'm not blaming you for how she's treating you. She's dead wrong. But we live in a society where the baby moms are always right, even when they're wrong. Nobody's going to hold her accountable because she's a baby mom. That's the way it goes. In my situation, I was always wrong, even when I was right. That's the world we live in. And that's why, as men, we have to be careful about laying down with these women who are traumatized, have negative beliefs about fatherhood. I didn't know that my daughter's mothers did not value Black fatherhood. They didn't value Black fatherhood, but I didn't know it. And that's one thing that we as Black men have to really assess for when we get with these women. Does she value Black fatherhood? Does she value Black fatherhood? My oldest daughter, man, when she came back into my life this year, crashing out, I couldn't believe that her mother didn't raise her the way that I thought she was raising her. She should have been called me to come and get my daughter. I would have gladly took my daughter and raised her myself. The problem is my daughter was the only thing her mother had to use against me. She was the only weapon her mother had to use against me. And guess what she did? She kept her away from me to punish me and didn't even raise her right. So her hate for me was stronger than her love for her daughter. Her hate for me was stronger than her love for her daughter. So instead of calling me and say, I can't do it no more, I've done it this first half of her life, I need you to take it the other half. I would have took it, bro. I would have took it, but she didn't want to give me the one thing that I always wanted, which was my child. And so my daughter had to suffer for that. And now I got to try to put the pieces back together now. You see that? So I don't want you going through that, bro. I don't want you going through that where your 23-year-old daughter calls you out the blue one day or get on the internet and start slandering you, knowing damn well her mother's the reason that you wasn't in her life. I don't want you going through that, brother. Fight for your baby. And if you need to talk to somebody while you're going through that, you text me, Dr. Umar, I need to talk to you because I've been through it already, bro. I've been through it already. I don't want you to go through it, but you got to fight for that child. I fought for mine. I can look my daughter in the face and tell her I fought for you, and I got the paperwork to show it. I need you to be able to do the same thing.
Okay, thank you, Dr. Umar.
All right, keep your head up, bro.
Where the police are getting involved. Like, I've never had a criminal record, never had the police being called on me. And I don't think she's realizing, like, the danger that's putting me in. Because
she don't care about the danger that's putting you in. She don't care. She don't care. You just have to be careful and protect yourself. That's all. Don't do anything that they can use against you. Watch what you text. Watch what you say. Watch how you talk to her. And your situation almost sounds like my oldest daughter's situation when I had partial custody. You can't be around that baby mom because she'll make up anything against you. You know what I mean? My oldest daughter's mother and my oldest daughter's grandmother took me to court and tried to get me arrested on a fake accusation of domestic abuse. My daughter's grandmother painted my daughter's mother's, she painted her up with makeup to make it look like I domestically abused her. And they went into court and tried to get the court to arrest me for domestic abuse falsely. Because what happened was she was dating some crazy dude and he busted the windows out of her car. He threatened her life and he threatened my daughter's life. In fact, I bought my first gun to protect him. I bought my first gun to protect my daughter and her mom. So her and her mom thought that I would use this knowledge of what just happened to her domestically. I would use this in family court and try to get custody of my daughter. So guess what they did? They beat me to family court. Said I abused her. I had nothing to do with it. It was the other guy. But they tried to throw it on me, and they went into court with these fake pictures of domestic abuse. And I beat the case easily because, number one, I had my police report where the police officer told me to buy a gun to protect them. She lied and told the judge I bought the gun to threaten her life and shoot her. I was able to beat that because I had the police report. And then the makeup that her crazy mother used to paint so-called bruises on her body, I was able to beat that because I asked the judge to ask her to stand up and show you a single bruise on her body, a single bruise. And the judge said, if this just happened to you last week, you should still have a bruise. Guess what? She couldn't show a single bruise because she used makeup. And I told the judge, this ain't nothing but makeup. I don't put my hands on women. Tell her to stand up and show you a bruise. She couldn't show you a bruise. And she got nasty with the judge. And the judge almost had her arrested in court for that. So I'm telling you, these women will go out of their way. And guess what? Their mother will help them. Your child's grandmother, if she's trifling, like my daughter's grandmothers were, they will work with the daughter to destroy your life. Because you got black women out here, not all of them, but some of them who hate black men. They hate black men. And if you got a baby mom who hate black men and don't respect black fatherhood, brother, you got a long fight. But like I said, be careful and fight for your baby because she didn't ask to be here.
Yeah, and I had a situation similar to that where the police was called and she had pulled my firearm out on me. We wasn't even arguing. It was just she went in and just pointed it at me, but the police was called.
But wait, time out. How'd she get access to your firearm, bro?
I keep my firearm in a drawer. I don't have a safe. I guess that could be on me.
Okay, so why she know where the gun was at?
I bring it with me before I go. Like before I leave out the house, I get it out the drawer.
You got to be more careful than that, bro. She shouldn't even. I mean, yeah, she could know you got a gun. I would prefer she don't even know you got a gun. But keep it locked up. Keep it somewhere where she don't have access to it. Because the last thing you need is for her to turn around and say you pulled out the gun on her and you tried to threaten her with it. And why are you still being involved with a woman who's putting you in these kind of situations?
Well, that was early in the year, and she said she just did it in a joking manner.
She did it as a joke? That's not a joke, bro. That's not a joke.
She said it wasn't one in the chamber, but the police still ended up being called. And when the police got called, she admitted to the officers, what she did or whatever. And they had asked me if I would like to proceed with pressing charges, but I declined because it's like she's early in her pregnancy, and who wants to see, their child's mother go to jail or have to go through this? But it's like,
are you coochie whipped by this woman? Are you coochie whipped by this woman? Are you in love with her Cinnabons and peach cobbler?
Yeah.
You are.
Yeah.
You better get out of it. You better get out of it, brother. She will destroy you if you don't get your head back on your shoulders. Many of men have been destroyed by the vagina. You don't want to be one of them, sir. One thing about me, I love peach cobbler and Cinnabons like any other man, but my work is too important to me. My work, my mission in this world is too important to me. No woman is ever going to have me wrapped up between her legs, which will have me put myself in a compromising position. Never. There's no cobbler on earth that Dr. Umar will risk his life and livelihood for, bro. And you better develop the same mentality. The only thing you should be a slave to is the Almighty God. That's it. Anything under God should not be able to control you like that, sir. And if that woman know that she got you between her legs like that, bro, she owns you. And that woman can lead you into any type of situation she wants. You better get control over yourself. Get control over your urges and get control over your sexual life. Okay? Because she will destroy you. Don't let your lust destroy your life, my brother.
Yeah.
All right? So you got my number. If you need to reach me, feel free to reach out.
I got you.
All right, brother. Be safe. How the hell? She took his gun, pulled it out, act like she gonna shoot him, and say it wasn't no bullet in the chamber. Negro, y'all, I don't know what y'all young boys is doing. I don't know what type of time y'all. I don't know what type of time. Ain't no woman gonna point my gun at me and say it's just a joke. And it was.
So this young lady trying to begging her father for attention. She wants to meet her other sibling, right? But she talks about Dr. Umar being a deadbeat dad. Let's just see what she's saying.
Shut me down. You ignored me. You should never be too busy for your daughter, ever in life. So I just wanted to make this video to just try to, I guess, somehow find my sister on my dad's side. So if you see this, please reach out to me. Please DM me, because I want to know who you are. Why do I have siblings out there that I don't know about?
That means that he's not been into none of their lives. So usually, children know each other. The parents, if they got a healthy relationship, they try to bring these children together. This is coming from the Intelligent Antoine Daniel channel. But anyhow, Dr. Umar's daughter Nisha is begging him for a relationship. She said he's still ignoring her.
It's unfair, and deadbeat fathers is very common nowadays, especially in the Black community, right? We all know Dr. Umar reps the Black community or whatever, but you can't rep that if you're not even in your daughter's life.
I think that this girl is speaking from a place of hurt. And this is, again, why I always say that the kid will inherently always be tied to the person that had it, regardless of whoever comes into that kid's life. The kid will inherently always want to know where they come from. They want to know who their father is. They want to know why they have certain mannerisms, why they look like him, and all of that. And obviously, this is based off of the assumption that this woman is truly Umar Johnson's child, because it is well known, and he has admitted that he has a couple of different children that we know of out of wedlock. And I think that Umar Johnson has his hands full. I think he got his hands full trying to get this school, battling with that perception.
So this is taken from Antoine Daniel, you guys. Dr. Umar's daughter say he's deadbeat.
Imagine living in a world ranging from hazy, clouded vision to that of total darkness for 30 years.
Before 1985, that was the plight of those with cataracts who did not want to risk surgery with a mechanical grinder. As a noted ophthalmologist and famous black inventor, Dr. Patricia Bath dedicated her life to the treatment and prevention of visual impairments.
So, you guys, Patricia Bath has restored sight. We hear little to nothing about this young lady, this beautiful young lady that invented these devices, right? To remove cataract, glaucoma, and to restore your sight. So I don't know why we don't hear that much about her, but her name is Patricia Bath. This is your Black History Spotlight. Hit that button. Y'all subscribe now. I need 400 more subscribers and 4,000 watch hour to be monetized. This is Black Titanic. Hit that like button, share, and subscribe. Follow me on my main channel, Earth Journey at Black Titanic.
Her personal belief that everyone has the right to sight led to her invention in 1985 of a specialized tool and procedure for the removal of cataracts. With the laser phaco probe and procedure, Dr. Bath increased the accuracy and results of cataract surgery, which had previously been performed manually with a mechanical grinder. With the laser phaco probe invention and the development of the procedure for its use, Dr. Bath helped restore the sight of several people who had been blinded by cataracts for up to 30 years.